It's like, ta-da!
Ta-da!
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our How to Turn Conversations to Sales with AI Agents webinar. Today, you're with me, Nabila, and Wilson. Today, they're going to talk all about AI agents. We've had, of course, the previous webinar as well, but today we're going to have something extra as well, and especially for those who never have not attended the previous one. So yeah, I'm going to hand it over to these guys.
Hi everyone. Are we gonna wait for a little bit more, or are we gonna jump straight?
I think we can wait one more minute. For
Okay.
example, Roberto, you couldn't understand us. Maybe you want to rejoin the call. Sometimes you just have to rejoin. Let me see.
Impossible to listen.
Oh, really?
Did you give Okay, he can't listen to us, so maybe we should type in. Check your sound.
It's usually you'll have to exit and rejoin that. The problem. Let me just type in that reply. Okay.
Oh dear. Apart from Roberto, is everyone okay? Hearing us all just fine? Yep, George.
Anyone else have any problems? All good with the audio? All right.
Very okay.
Clear.
Thank you.
All right.
Mary. Thank you, Nixon. Thank you, ZY.
Okay. I think we can start.
Awesome. All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for making the time, really, for actually talking and learning together with us for AI agents on Respond.io. Right. So a bit of introductions. I'm Nabila. Hello. And Mia Wilson here are today here from the product team, and we focus on improving your overall product experience so that you can get the best value from a platform as fast and as consistently as possible. So today we'll just walk you through some AI features and how you can use it to qualify your leads or resolve inquiries and ultimately, make your customers happier with lower resolution time and 24/7 support. So before I move in to the next slide, Wilson, do you want to add in anything?
Maybe I'll just introduce myself. Yeah, so I'm Wilson, also one of the product managers here in Respond.io. And yeah, excited for this webinar. If you have any questions, just always let us know, and do enjoy the webinar. Yeah.
Awesome. Nice. Okay, so lovely for everyone to be here. Please feel free to, share where you're from and why you're excited for this webinar, get that chat section blown up. Okay, so now, before we jump into the good stuff, right, I think we want to just jump into the agenda that we have for you today. It's very simple, very quick. So we're going to do 5 things. The first one, introduction. Well, you'll get to meet our new AI agent and even test it for yourself. Second, we're going to cover some of the capabilities our AI agents currently can do. Third, let's learn how to set up an AI agent together. And then we're going to go into writing effective AI agent prompts. And last but not least, some Q&As from everyone.
All right. Before we head over, if you have any questions, please do share over. And at the end of it, we will answer all the questions at one shot. So this is how it will look like. So, all right, let me just share. So yeah, if you have a question, so everyone can see the question you have, we can answer and learn together. Okay, handing back over to Nabila.
Right. Hi, Tahir. Hi, Farah. Welcome from the UAE and Lebanon. So lovely to have you guys here. Okay, so now let's move on to the great stuff, what everyone's working and waiting for. We've prepared a very simple AI agent for you to try out. Just scan the QR code right here. Am I showing the right direction? Yeah. To just talk to the AI agent. Yeah. Hi, Zishan Manuels. Just scan this QR code to talk to our AI agent. It is a fictional skincare clinic company, and it is on Telegram. So if you don't have Telegram, don't worry. You can just simply download it to your mobile device via an Apple App Store or Android Google Play Store. Yeah. Test our AI agent.
You can even click on the link here at the CTA. Test out our AI agent if you don't want to scan.
Nice one. Thanks, Tyler. Okay, so just a bit of note here. So for this to work, okay, the AI agent needs a real conversation. So I want you to step into this role, right? Imagine you are a customer living in Malaysia, looking to explore skincare treatments and book an appointment with this fictional skincare clinic. And again, this is a fictional one, so do take its facts and recommendations lightly, because this is purely for demo purposes and for us to have fun with this AI agent. Hi, Tyler. Deborah. Reem. Hi, Nixon. Wow, from Kenya.
Yeah,
So
we
nice
really
to
have
see
like
everyone here.
everyone from all over the place, so that's amazing to see.
That's amazing to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just take some time. Feel free to scan the QR code if you haven't yet, and text hello. Go into that mode on speaking to an AI agent onto booking a skincare treatment in Malaysia.
Yeah, something you can try out also is if you want to, because we have like people from everywhere in the world, right? So if you want to try it out in your language, I think is that possible, Nabila?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. All right. So while everyone is testing out and having good conversations with our AI agents, I think we'll just take a bit, in terms of like sharing what our AI agent can do. Okay, so there are 6 things that I want to cover today in terms of the capabilities of our AI agents. Number 1 is the qualification aspect, right? So how many of you here today, right? How many of you here today have sales team that spend half of their day or even your day replying to hi or price, please, only for the customer to just ghost them? So it drains your energy, drains your team's energy on like leads that not serious, right? So this AI agent can ask your questions based on the criteria to determine if they are a serious buyer or not. So only serious buyer get to assign to a sales team. So that's the first capability. The second is about updating contact fields and lifecycle stages. So AI agent now is able to capture all the key details that are being shared during the conversation and actually update the contact details immediately, automatically, and also move your lifecycle stages from, let's say, new to qualified lead. And third, okay, I know some business owners have that fear. What if AI says something wrong? Or what if the customer gets angry, right? So you don't want AI to handle a very complex complaint. So that's where AI agent is able to detect complex issues and be able to route to, support agents or human agents and notify instantly. Yeah. And the fourth one I want to cover is that, in industries from skincare or fashion or interior design or automotive, actually, right? Sometimes text is not enough. So that's why our AI agent can understand more than just text, images, PDFs, and newly added audio. So AI agent can actually validate, for example, invoice references and also pre-approve or actually flag for any review. So yeah, this is some of the capabilities. And last but we have this fifth one, which is very exciting and something that we just nearly added, which is called the follow-up, the re-engagement capability. So this happens all the time, right? If the customer stops replying halfway through a booking, 2 hours later, the AI can send a polite message. This simple follow-up itself can really double your conversion rates itself. So this is very exciting because we had a lot of people asking this follow-up feature. So it really takes a lot of, less kind of like idle conversations going, never open or never closed and never followed up. This one can actually re-engage your customers whenever they need to. And last but not least, we have the closing conversation after resolutions. So the AI agent does not just answer to your questions and keep your customers happy, it also keeps your workspaces clean. So once a problem is solved, it doesn't just leave the chat open. It closes the conversation, summarizes it, and leaves an appropriate closing note. So how amazing is that, right? Like truly, like it's a whole entire team doing that for you without you having to lift a finger, right? Who here is happy? Who here is excited? I am, clearly. Okay, so I see a lot of people chatting on the platform, and I'm really excited to see all the conversations that you guys are working right here. Yes, Elaine, shout out. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. I really hope you get to try it out all together as well with us today. Yeah, so you can see a lot of conversations are going on right here. Amazing stuff, guys. All right. Okay, now that you are still exploring, feel free to keep going on in terms of speaking to the AI agent. Yeah, super excited. All works well. Saves a lot of effort and time. Farah, yes, impressive, right? What? That's an amazing word to describe our AI agent. Okay, awesome. All right, now I think I just want to share a little bit on. Let me go back onto stream. Sorry, Tyler. Can you remove this? Okay, awesome. Okay. So after this, I already covered a bit of the capabilities and generally how it works. And you are also experiencing it right now with the test AI agent, right? But this is just to kind of cover in terms of like, what does it look like from a flow perspective? So when a customer, i.e. you, i.e. me, sends a message to a business, for example, the AI agent will reply and ask qualification questions like, what are your concerns with your skin, right? What are you looking for in terms of your treatment? When do you want to start the treatment? So these are qualification questions that I set, and you can set based on your business as well. So what the AI agent does is they put into 3 buckets. The first one is the not qualified. Let's say they're not really sure, they're just looking for just shopping, window shopping, right? So then you kind of redirect to just online resources or just keep that human touch, keep that connection with the customer. And if they are very interested, they fall under the qualified. And that's where it gets assigned to a sales team for further finalization for the sale. If let's say the customer stops replying, what do? We follow up. Okay, so you can try that out with our current setup as well. So if you stop responding for, let's say, 2 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, it will actually follow up, checking if you're still there. And if you need any information, feel free to kind of like ask them away and everything. And after you follow up, should they be qualified or not qualified, then it will follow the bucket respectively. Yeah, looks simple, but all it's life-changing, isn't it? Like, you and I, what Wilson likes to say, we're all in a webinar, yet I'm not typing anything, Wilson's not typing anything, but look at the AI agent responding with the best knowledge, right? Everything that I've set up. Amazing. Sorry.
Magical.
Super magical. Yeah, okay. So I see a lot of people asking some questions. Feel free to answer them. Our team will help you attend to the questions in the chat as well. Okay. So now that you generally know how the flow works, right? I just want to highlight, the main feature that we want to kind of introduce this time around and how it can really double your conversions, right? Is the follow-up, the re-engagement aspect. Because they will automatically follow up. And a very simple setup, really. You might think, oh my God, Nabila, like this sounds so complicated. Like, how do I set up like, if they don't reply, if the conversation goes idle, is it specific words? Is it like have to enable a certain button? Don't worry. We made it super, super simple. All you need to do is just go to the instruction section and add a sentence. Something like this is on the screen itself. This is just an example. So if the customer doesn't reply after 20 minutes, just have a gentle follow-up. Like, hey, you still there? If still no reply, close the conversation, update lifecycle, and say thank you. If you need anything else, just let me know. Isn't that so simple and magical, guys? Something so simple can double conversion chances for you. Yeah. Okay, so I see amazing conversations happening onto our AI agent. So now that generally we know the capabilities of our AI agents and you're experiencing that as well in real time, I want to cover setting up AI agents shortly. Are we okay with that, Tyler? Or should we wait a little bit more?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, no, so are we okay to progress with setting up the AI agent?
Of course. And everyone just ask their questions on the chat and you can continue on.
Awesome. Okay. So now that you know the capability, now you're experiencing it. Now you're telling me, Nabila, oh my God, how is this going to be done? I'm so scared to even start this on the Respond.io platform. That's why we're here, right? This is why we're here to help you guys out. So when you enter the Respond.io platform, the first thing you should do is look for the cutest smiley face on the platform. So you see at the very left corner here, that is the smiley face of our beautiful AI agent. That's the AI agent module. So first thing, look for the AI agent, the cutest smiley face that you can see on the platform. So you can see the navigation area or in the inbox itself, in the panel, or also in the assignment dropdown. Once you click on creating an AI agent, you can create one from scratch, or you can start with a predefined template that we've designed for you guys. So we have receptionist, we have sales agent, and we also have support agent. So you can click one of those. And once you actually set it up, you have two things. Okay, I want to stress these two things because they're quite important. Number one is testing your AI agent. We understand, like sometimes it's daunting, right, to put out an AI agent in front of your customers without testing whether it's fine. So we've built a safe space for you to test out your AI agent all within the configuration page. Any changes you write will reflect in the test AI agent dialog itself. Okay. Second thing I want to cover here, as you see, I highlighted here, add knowledge source. It is a daunting term. Okay, so some of you might not really sure about like what knowledge sources are and like, what sort of knowledge sources are there. Don't worry, it's just basically a book, a document, onboarding document, as you say. When you get a new team member, what sort of information do you share? What sort of knowledge do you need to impart? What sort of like playbooks that you need to kind of share before they go and speak to real life customers? That's essentially it. Yeah. Of course, it depends on every business. I'm not trying to generalize here, but obviously every business has their own sort of books, right? So let me just cover some examples here. It's very important to actually upload or share some knowledge sources that are relevant to your business so that your AI agents are able to cater to your business as best as possible. Okay, so these are some examples, but obviously not limited to. But depending on your business, depending on industry, depending on your use cases and what you want your AI agents to do, these are some of the examples that I just want to share with you guys, right? First one is like product FAQs, websites or PDF. Like, is there pricing tiers? Some stuff that you would know that generally are big questions or common questions that your customers ask or repetition. These are things that you can actually share and upload as a knowledge source. Second is like standard operating procedures of your company. So imagine refund requests or certain policies that you can or cannot adhere to. These are things that are repetitive, things that you can impart knowledge to your AI agents. So share with them. Tell them, so what sort of qualification criteria, what sort of details do you need to gather before you kind of process that policy or refund, for example. And third, looking at playbooks. We talked about lead qualification, asking specific questions, right? Same thing. You need to tell them what sort of questions do they need to know, what sort of criteria they should look for. So what makes a qualified lead or what makes a disqualified lead? You gotta tell them, guys. You cannot like hide it from them, And last but not least, industry knowledge. So this could be like brochures, could be manuals. So even the AI agent you're speaking to right now, it's a fictional skincare and cleaning, but I have given it a brochure of like what skincare treatments we offer, who is it good for, what sort of downtime there is, what sort of treatments, what's the flow of the treatment. So you kind of really share as much information of your business to the AI agent so that it can help your customers. Yeah. So yeah, it's more about giving them a book. Yeah, don't think too much about it. Knowledge sources sounds daunting, but it's really much about how would you train a human agent is how you train an AI agent as well. Awesome? Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
All the questions are coming in.
Nice. Keep them coming. I'm not going to look at them yet, but feel free to put in your questions there. I will definitely attend to them afterwards. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now that you know how we've set it up, I showed you how cute to just find the cutest smiley face on the platform and what it's capable of. But let's be real for a second right here, right? None of this matters if you can't communicate with the AI effectively. So if you guys have not been paying attention, this is the only time that you need to focus right now. Okay, so I'm exaggerating here, but think of your AI agent as a brand new employee. Okay, very smart, but very literal. You will do exactly what you tell it to do, nothing more, nothing less. So the success of your agent depends entirely on how clear your instructions or prompts are. Okay, So we understand how important this is, and we know how critical it is. So that's why we got you. We have concluded some of the top tips when it comes to writing great prompts. Very simple, don't worry. Anyone can write this, and if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask us or our support team. Okay, so the first one is using canonical terms. I know, what is that, Nabila? Like canonical terms? I don't think I've ever heard that term ever in my life. It's okay. It definitely sounds technical, but it just means that to use the exact names and actions available. So, an example, in a skincare clinic, don't just tell the AI, oh, remember what the customer said. Instead, when the customer mentions oily skin, update contact field skin type. See, I'm using the exact names and actions available. So that's what canonical terms mean. Second, looking into structure. Don't brain dump, you know. Even if you're talking to a human, speaking nonstop without structure, actually it's like they just skip it. You know, it's just like a wall of text. So the AI can easily get confused by it too. So all you need to do is organize it like a clean manual. Use headings, use bullet points, use numbers. So if you're not sure to organize it, we also have a cheat sheet in this sense. We have an optimize button so that it actually edits your prompts to make sure that your messy instructions can be instantly reformatted into a structure the AI loves. So yeah, thank you, Tyler. We have a link right here to actually go to the help document to how to write effective AI agent prompts, which covers most of the things and includes examples as well. Yeah. And third is keeping your language clean. Simple is key, right? If they ever stop talking, maybe try to wrap it up or see if they are still there. The AI might hesitate here, right? So the better prompt is be direct. If the user does not reply after 2 hours, send a follow-up message. If there's still no reply, close the conversation. See, very simple language. No room for kind of like AI to even second guess. Yeah. And fourth, being clear about capabilities. So if you like your AI agent to be able to assign, enable the assignment action. If you want them to also close conversations, enable the closing conversation action too. So make sure that you are clear of your capabilities and match them accordingly. And last but not least is organizing your flows. So whenever an AI or a customer reaches out to your business, sometimes they get distracted. Sometimes they ask questions that are normally not the first question that customers ask. So they might start talking about, hey, are you open? Hey, are you like, what's the weather? Okay, some examples, they could, be distracted. But if you have a clear step 1, step 2, step 3, flow defined, the AI always knows how to steer back to the conversation. So it can answer the random question, but then immediately will steer back to the qualifying that lead, for example. So like, for example, the AI agent that you're speaking to right now, the skincare one. Step 1, I asked it to qualify the skin type. Step 2, recommend a product. Step 3, ask for a booking. Very clear, very step by step. And so able to actually steer back the conversation should the conversation go to a different direction. Yeah. So we have the help document right here, but I just want to share with you in real life of like how does the AI agent that I set up and how these tips actually look in real life. Okay, so let me just share my screen. So here, cutest smiley face. Now I just go to the configuration page. So there you go. So let's talk about the first one, speaking in canonical terms, right? Look at this. What's your skin type? Once you have the answer to this, update the skin type field, contact skin type. So I'm referencing, giving it easy for the AI to understand what it needs to do and which part of the update that is required. In terms of structuring, I use headers. This is context. I use bullet points. I use numbering. So the AI will be able to understand it as clear as possible. In terms of languaging, I try to keep it simple. Hey, there's no reply. After 2 minutes, send, hey, just checking. No reply, close the conversation. I use boundaries in terms of making sure that, hey, only use the verified information from the knowledge source. Do not share other information within the web, for example. Spam handling, clarification. Yes, it's a chunk of text, but it's structured in a way that AI will be able to understand it nicely. So remember the cheat code I mentioned? This is the optimize button. So if you are ever unsure in terms of how to structure it, just click this button and you automatically optimize the prompts in a way that the AI will be able to understand. And then one thing that I also mentioned is about being clear about the capabilities. So at the actions section, we have capabilities that I mentioned just now, the closing conversations, assignment, and so on and so forth. So just make sure you enable it. So if I want them to close conversation, I enable it. If you disable it, but you want it to close conversations, it won't be able to do so. So just enable it, then they can update it accordingly. As easy as that. Yeah. Okay. So something I want to share, which we didn't add into the slides because it just got released, was adding comments. So right now, AI agents can also add internal comments to share quick context with other agents. So within the chat itself, you'll be able to see comments that are generated automatically by our AI agent to kind of summarize all other use cases that you want to do for the comment section. So yeah, easy as that. Okay, so now let's go back to the slides and keep the questions coming, guys. Okay. All right, so this is technically the last section because enough me rambling. I want to make sure that we put the spotlight back to you guys with your Q&A is the reports for AI agents. So one thing to note is that, you hired this digital employee. You've given it a job description, right, with the prompts, and it's been working 24/7. So how has it been actually performing? Let me just add that. Give me a second. Tyler, is it showing? Oh, there it is. It took a while. Sorry about that, guys. So let's say you've hired this employee, right? So you're not really sure on how it actually is performing. So the most important thing about our platform is that we treat AI agents exactly like a human employee. So all you need to do is head into the report section and look at any reports. So let's go to resolutions, for example, and just filter based on either user or AI agent. So here, let's say I want to see close by user or AI agent, and I'll click on Glow Clinic Assistant. So there you go. These are the stats specifically for the AI agent that got assigned to you guys. Yeah. And my favorite part actually is in the leaderboard. So you can actually see in comparison with your AI agents and your employees and your other agent stats as well. So yeah, we treat them equally. So anyhow you want to filter based on human agents, you can also do so based on AI agents. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the report section. And I think I am done for my part. And give me a second. Yeah, Tyler, over to you. You're on mute, sorry. You're on mute, Tyler.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, now we have some resources you guys can use. It's going to be shared via the slides as well. And I think Elaine asked about the prompt you use, Nabila. So I've already shared the Google Docs link into the chat so that they can access as well. But
Nice.
if anyone wants to access later, it's also in the slides. You just have to click the link here. All right, I think that is all. We can start with the Q&A. All right, let's bring everyone here. Let's start with the first question. Vanessa, we have 3 beauty salons and a lot of traffic. How to implement Fresha so the AI can check availability?
Oh, yeah.
Nabila, you want to take this, or do you want me
I
to take
think
it?
I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Okay. So if I understand correctly, you want AI to check the availability, right? And all these apps out there. So the criteria here is as long as there is some kind of API that an AI can access, then that'll be great. However, right now our AI agent doesn't have HTTP requests, or it cannot call any APIs for now. But stay tuned. Very, very soon we will have API calls. So as long as the app has some kind of API endpoints, then we can definitely, or AI agent can definitely get that availability. But right now, again, keyword is right now it's not really possible for now. So yeah, We'll share the feature request later on so that you can get up to date on the feature request for HTTP requests. So yeah, that's all.
All right. See, the next question would be from Xavier. How much manual workflow or dialogue tree mapping is required for us as a user, or can the AI handle the conversation flow based solely on the uploaded FAQ and catalog?
How much manual workflow or dialogue tree mapping? Generally, the AI can handle the conversation flow based on solely on the uploaded FAQ and catalog, but we recommend the flows, right, in terms of the actual role, what the objective is for that specific AI agent. So, for example, the AI agent is meant to qualify leads. They focus on sales. Then they have specific flows, right? And the uploaded FAQ and catalog should also reflect that. But if let's say you have a support agent, and then that should also have a different flow and the respective uploaded FAQ and catalog. So generally, would recommend to separate your AI agents. So don't just have sales and support as one, because it can get confused, or maybe sometimes the flows will be different, and you might get the AI might be confused in terms of the intent. So generally, we do want you to make sure that the flows are generally able to be handled by the AI, but always have it clear in terms of the objective of the AI agent and the respective uploaded FAQ and catalog. Yeah.
Hopefully that answers your question, Xavier. But if you have further questions, please put them in the chat and we can answer them as well. All right. Next, from Lawrence. Okay, this is going to be a long one that we cannot fully see on screen. Hi, Respond team. I have actually implemented the AI agent to my business. It has replaced 60 to 70% of my customer service work. But I would like to know what else possibilities that the AI agent would be able to do as of now. I am at the stage of, number one, first intent greeting and interaction. Number two, routing the leads to every of my outlets, 13 outlets, according to different regions and locations. Number three, auto follow-up. Other than this, whether if the AI can do, what else furthermore?
I think we'll also be able to answer that question better. In terms of what else AI can do.
Well, to be honest, it's kind of limitless, right? You can do like lead qualification, you can suggest products, and many things out there, right? But as what Nabila mentioned during the demo, is that it sits really well within our platform, because our platform, it has a lot of things when it comes to your customers. You have contact fields, you have life cycle, so on and so forth, right? And that's where AI agent can really come into play very well, right? For example, because what you have here is just first greeting and then route the leads to every single outlet, right? There's a lot of processes after that as well, right? Which is, for example, collecting phone numbers, collecting their emails, so on and so forth, to have follow-ups, to have some sort of processes within your company, right? And that's what you can do within our platform as well. Lead qualification is definitely something that a lot of our customers do. So, for example, getting email is not just getting the email, but it's also updating the contact field, right? And then once you have that, you can also manage your leads as well for different life cycle, right? Which is part and parcel with our platform as well. We have life cycle management, so AI agent can also help you manage that as well. So it's kind of limitless. I would say it's kind of limitless, but this is just some things that you can do with AI agent. So yeah.
All right. But if you have any further questions, Lawrence, please do ask. I think it'll be easier if you share us as well what kind of business industry you're in, so we can brainstorm ideas on the spot as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now this.
Yes.
Okay, now this is a follow-up question for Vanessa. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Daniel, how to customize according to a company Respond KPI?
Sorry, Daniel, I don't understand the question. Is this in terms of SLA, or is it in terms of like SOP? Yeah, can you share a bit more details about this, Daniel?
Yeah, please do, Daniel. Share some more details, because it's quite abstract right now. We couldn't really understand it. Okay, Jayesh, is it recommended to merge sales and customer support agents into one agent based on question classification?
Good question, Jayesh. Obviously, it depends on how you want to set it up. But in terms of general best practices, I would recommend having uh, some sort of receptionist, an AI agent that is specialized in terms of routing the inquiries based on the intent. So imagine a receptionist AI agent will be the one who identifies, is it a support or a sales kind of conversation, and will route to the specific dedicated AI agent for sales or for customer support. So the reason why we recommend this is, like I mentioned earlier, is just to avoid the confusion, and the flows would be very different, right, for a sales and support agent. The knowledge sources will also be very different. So having that clear distinction between the support and also the sales one will be very, very recommended in this sense. So I wouldn't say merging would be best. I recommend to separate them and maybe have another AI agent to be specializing in just routing the conversations as is based on intent.
I think, Nabila, we can share the templates we have on screen right now so that, okay, what
Oh.
can be done?
Yeah, we can actually. So let me just open my slides. Yeah, so we actually have templates already ready. So we see here we have receptionist, we have sales, and also support. So if you use a receptionist AI agent, you can actually route them based on, for example, if the inquiry is about issues or sales, you can assign to sales team. If the inquiry is about support, then assign to support team. Yeah. So essentially, think of this AI agent literally is just to route conversations based on intent. So you can actually just this AI agent is not answering questions, primarily just making sure that you get to the right person as you should. So yeah.
And this AI agent can send to another AI agent.
Yeah. Essentially, that's it. Yeah. Keep them coming. Internal.
Internal paid service to get the help for implementation. Oh, I think this is a question about, is there partners available to help implement Respond.io or any additional stuff that you want to be? Yes, actually, I think someone shared a link to our partnership page where you can find a list of partners who help implementation and anything related to that. So let me find the link again. Actually, George, could you find the link and share into the chat again while we go through the Q&A? Thank you, George. All right, next question. Is there AI in WhatsApp? Okay, that's a question because we were showing on Telegram only.
I see. Yes, you can set up AI in WhatsApp as well. We just use Telegram as a demo purpose, but yes, you can also set up AI agents in WhatsApp channels.
All right. Next, Johnson. Where does all my chatbots conversation and data are stored at? Does your company have access to the chat data?
So we don't use the data for any internal training in any sort. And I do believe that the data we store is encrypted and is actually not being used for any other reason. But Wilson, feel free to add more regarding our data storage.
Yes, that's correct. And we're pretty secure on us. We're very secure with our data as well. So don't worry about the data privacy stuff. I think we can also share some kind of privacy policy links over as well. Do we have something like that, Tyler?
I think we do. But yeah, George, could you send over as well? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Next question from Jayesh again. I like the way the response is sent on Telegram. It is short and to the point. How do I get this to be done for my agent? I'm using the customer support agent.
Oh, that's great, Jayesh. So for this one, it's mostly on the prompt side. I think Tyler did share the example prompt I did for the demo one, demo AI agent today. But generally, some prompts that would be helpful is just, always ask one question at a time, keep replies short and conversational, as this is sent on messaging apps, for example, giving specific number of sentences maximum, like 2 sentences max. So those kind of prompts does help give context and help the AI agent to kind of respond accordingly. But yeah, I think I can refer to the prompts. I think you did share, right, Tyler, in terms of how it was used for this demo. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, so you can click onto this prompt example right here. Essentially, I just make sure that I want to ask them to ask only one question at a time, keep it short and conversational, give it context that it's only sent in messaging apps so they know that it's a short message kind of template. and always just go for 2 sentences maximum.
All right. Okay, next from Sad. Can you add multiple knowledge sources, or is it best practice to have a single knowledge source?
You can have multiple, but obviously it depends on, like, if let's say you have a sales one, a support one, obviously you can have 2 different ones. But even for sales and support, you can have multiple. You can have FAQ, you can have product catalog, you can have website, you can have everything, right? So generally you can have multiple. There's no, I guess, recommendation in that sense, but I think in terms of safekeeping and updates, it's a lot easier, right, for you to actually have multiple and keep them updated rather than have one single document that you have to check here and go. So yeah, I would recommend having multiple, but make sure that it's up to date and it is labeled accordingly and is relevant for the AI agents to refer to.
Is it best practice to name your knowledge sources, for example, if you upload PDF so that it's easy to reference, for example?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yes.
No.
So generally, we do allow users to actually preview the uploaded knowledge sources so that users can refer back what they have uploaded. But generally, have a file name, so that it's easy for you to kind of reference back and check whether those information still remain relevant or not for your AI agent. Yeah.
Great. Next, from Brabot. Can the AI agent learn from our previous conversation style with our clients?
No, unfortunately. So we do not use conversations. Like we mentioned earlier, right? We don't use data to train internally as well as your AI agents as well. How you can standardize this is primarily from your prompts itself. So you can put examples, you can standardize the tone and professional stuff like that. So you can add these learnings within the prompt itself. But right now, it does not automatically take your previous conversation and implement it accordingly. Yeah, because I think it's also good that it doesn't take, because sometimes some conversations it can stay away. So at least this way, in terms of making it into prompts, you can really control and standardize the way that it should communicate. So utilize the prompts, and you can use examples in terms of what sort of way you want them to respond, and that is the best way at the moment. Yeah.
All right. Next, from Michelle. For knowledge-based pages, is it okay to give the link to a generic page with all the categories, which requires clicking in the individual articles to see the content, or do we need to link or connect per page?
To a knowledge-based pages, is it okay to give the link to a generic page with all categories to see the content, or do we need to link or connect per page? So in this case, okay, this is what I understand from the question, Michelle. Correct me if I'm wrong, or feel free to add in more follow-ups. But in this case, it seems that you want to give links to the customers on specific articles, right? So what we recommend for this one, you can create a CSV knowledge source in that format, and you can have specific pages, specific links for that. So at least whenever the AI agent gets an inquiry relevant to specific pages, they can send you the direct link as is. Yeah.
Or if the question is about whether you can give a generic link to train your AI based on all the pages, yeah, you can do that as well. For example, I can literally just give our knowledge source Respond.io, like just a single URL, and our knowledge source and that AI agent can crawl everything within that page and all the what we call subdomains. For example, Respond.io/help/contact/ a lot of things, and it's also easily configurable on AI agent side as well.
Yeah, I think we should also highlight, I think this is a question from previous webinar. When we provide a website, it's static. So whenever you update the website, you should reconfigure your knowledge sources again.
Sorry, what do you mean by that, Tyler? Reconfigure?
So no, because remember from the previous webinar, if they use a website and the knowledge source takes from that website, right, and it's static. So if you add new content to the website, the AI agent does not learn the new things, correct?
Yes, you need to resync. Yeah, but even so, if you resync, it will resync up to the time that you resync. So, yeah.
Yep.
So we also have a feature to periodically sync the websites as well.
All right, awesome. Alex, how can the AI know what channel it is replying on? Long form, SMS, short form message, length?
Right now, Alex, the AI does not know. So, short answer to this is that it cannot know at the moment. But we do have a feature request on Canny on this, so feel free to kind of vote that up and also share more use cases if you have any. But we'll be looking into it. Definitely, we understand the importance of this because, yeah, like, emails are more long form compared to WhatsApp, for example. But yeah, so sorry, Alex. Right now, the AI won't know.
Yeah. I can also share the Canny request for basically the feature request link to this
Yeah.
particular feature request, because a lot of our customers definitely requested for this feature before, and we definitely understand why, and especially if you have a lot of channels, right?
Yeah.
So I'll share that across. You can vote inside, but do also, like what Nabila mentioned, do also share any use cases that you might have. And we can look into that. But what I can say, don't worry, is definitely something that we are looking into right now.
Yeah.
All right. Next question from Nano. Do I have to set up those actions and instructions for every language I want to use?
Every language you want to use. So you mean like you want to do support agent for Spanish, support agent for English, and so on, right? Okay, if I'm understanding it correctly, no, you do not have to. Because the AI agent will be able to cater based on the language of the contact itself, generally it won't be necessary to. However, if it's very specific in terms of region, in terms of like specific flows, for example, or specific scenarios that you want to cater to specific regions and so on, maybe you will need to set up different set of actions instructions. But generally, if it's the same use case, no, you do not need to actually set up separate ones.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. Is the AI agent in Chinese on par with the English one?
Generally, it depends on the AI capabilities, right? So at the moment, although we're using OpenAI and it does understand a lot, I think about like 200 plus languages, but obviously English outperforms across all different languages. But I do feel it will get better. But I think Wilson, I think you can come into more about this in terms of how good the Chinese language is on this one.
Well, to me, I mean, definitely because I can speak Chinese. We've tested AI agent with Chinese with Mandarin as well, and it works really, really well. Honestly, it works really well because the newest model that we use right now, which is 5.1, it's the latest model, the most smartest one out there, somewhat. It definitely understands those canonical terms, those speaking languages, especially when it comes to casual speaking tone as well. And in Chinese very well as well. So yes, I would say, is the AI agent in Chinese on par with the English one? I would say yes.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
All right. Next question. Echo, how to update the contact fields? I think here we can show again on your prompt. How does it look like again in detail?
How to update contact fields from AI agent perspective, or generally,
Yeah,
it's a prompt.
I think from the prompt wise, like, yeah, how do you write it up? Yeah.
Yep, sure. Echo. So generally, I do have within the instructions itself in terms of what contact fields they need to update. So for example, this one, what's your skin type? Once you have an answer to this, update the skin type field, contact skin type. And I would also enable the update contact fields action, where I say update the relevant fields when new info is given or existing info changes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't need to do anything else other than that, and you'll just need to see it within the inbox module itself. You'll be able to see in each conversation is that they will update accordingly based on what you respond. So yeah, so for example here, they already say what treatment choice is, what the treatment experience is, and also skin type based on the contact field that you share. So yeah.
Right. So you just can create the contact field within the prompt itself, right? And it will show up in the contact fields on the contact inbox there. Yeah.
Yeah, if you reference the contact field. So yeah.
Yes.
All right. Next from Ahmed. Can you set up Facebook ads and Google ads offline conversion so that paid media is optimized for qualified chats, not all chats? For Meta, there is an API integration, but for Google, G-Click ID might be more tricky and may need the landing page, including UTM parameters, to be passed. Is this possible?
So this technically is a source, right, of the chat itself, I believe. And I think similar to the channel detection, our AI agent right now does not understand which channel it's coming from as well as the source. So in terms of making sure to just assign a AI agent on specific sources like Facebook ads or Google ads, I don't think we currently support that.
I think on the workflow you can just assign click to. Wait, actually no. Actually, never mind.
Sources. Definitely, we have a feature request for
Yeah.
that one. It's definitely something we are already looking at because
Yes.
we did receive a lot of feedback on this one.
Mhm.
Ahmed, I'll share the feature request across, and you can stay up to date there. And
Yep.
definitely, I can say it is already something we're looking at right now.
All right.
Mm.
Next question from Weil. In knowledge base, what is the best file type to be available so it will be retrieved by the AI agent effectively and accurately without hallucinations? For example, items with prices 500 plus items, blah, blah, blah.
Hi, Weil. Generally, for example, you have items with prices like 500 plus, right? We recommend using a CSV format. So at least you can use the columns in terms of the name of the item, the prices, and so on. So I would recommend that to be the file type that you upload into your knowledge sources. Yeah.
All right. Next question, Saad. Can we get some clarification on what are the different usages of AI prompts and the AI knowledge sources?
What the different usages for AI prompts and AI knowledge source?
Is this about AI credits?
Not that
I
clear.
don't know. But generally, AI prompts are your instructions on what you expect the AI agent, how you expect the AI agent to act. So, meaning do this, then do that. But AI knowledge source is how they do it, what responses they give, right? So, imagine one is the instructions, one is the book, what they refer to. If that answers your question, Saad, if that does not is not what you meant, feel free to kind of clarify what you mean by this. Yeah.
Yep. Next from Angie. If I already have a main workflow that will trigger info based on leads interested, can I also include the AI agent into the main workflow without it disrupting the flow of our steps?
I already have a mail for trigger info based on this interest. It can also include the AI agent into the main workflow without it disrupting the flow of our steps.
Main workflow without disrupting the flow of our steps. If it's about us, because AI agent right now, we kind of treat it like a user, right? And in workflows, you have an assigned to step, right? So as long as if it depends on the use case for sure, but if it's about just assigning to the AI agent and making sure that that workflow still runs whatever it is running at the back end, then yes, because it's basically just a user, right, for that AI agent. So you can just in your main workflows. Hold on, did I get this wrong? If I already have a main workflow that would trigger info.
Maybe talking about, like, for example, trigger info based on leads interested, collect info and it updates contact field and everything. If you have the same instruction on the AI agent prompts, would that disrupt or clash with each other? Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Depends
Or
on the conversation, right?
yeah, or it is maybe the workflow has an action based on, for example, a contact field specifically, and it will trigger something else. If you have the same instruction on the AI agent, would they clash with each other, or they double send things, or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, this requires a bit of management on your different workflows that you have, which I think which is a good thing, because this means that our platform has a lot of different workflows, different automations, and sometimes they may touch or walk into each other, right? But that also means that it's really possible. Like, a lot of things are possible, right?
Yeah.
All right. Next question from Kamar. What languages can the AI agent do? Can it do Urdu? Can it read respond accordingly? We are a higher education consultant in Pakistan. We get a lot of queries. Therefore, yeah, we want to
Yeah.
try.
Thanks, Kamar. Yes, it should. I believe I just checked quickly. I feel that Urdu is supported by OpenAI, so it should be able to understand. Although as Urdu is not one of the main languages, it can miss out certain like slangs or some terms that they might not be able to or dialects that they might not be able to understand. But it is supported by OpenAI, and our AI agents should be too.
And yes, it can read documents as well and respond
Yeah.
accordingly. Yes.
Yeah.
As long as your document is an image, a PDF, AI agent can definitely get that as well. And for example, if you have a document of invoices and there's some data that inside you want to extract, you can do that too. So yeah.
Next question from Afsa. Does the agent learn to improve from customer questions, or is always based on? Oh yeah, we already answered a similar question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Lawrence. As of now, I see many of the users, clients are creating AI for customer service purposes. But if I want to create an AI for my company, can?
Can. Of course can, Lawrence. Not sure what your use cases are, but definitely you can. It's not just limited to customer service for sure. So can.
Okay.
And it just depends on the instructions that you have and whatever
Yeah.
the use cases that you want as well. I will assume something like you have your own KBs and you kind of want an AI agent to also use internally to ask any questions. Yes, it's possible.
All right. Next, from Sandy. First question, the AI isn't able to listen to voice messages on my workspace. Do I need to include them in the prompt? Number two, I already added our website to the knowledge source, but sometimes it tells the customer that the product is available when it's actually not.
Okay.
And
So
vice versa. It also sometimes mix up the
Yeah.
prices and give it to the customer.
Oh dear. Question one, the AI is not able to understand your voice messages on my workspace. Do I need to include them in the prompt? No. It should already be able to automatically understand your voice messages. But we recently kind of updated this capability. If you have any issues, feel free to reach out to our support on this, but you don't have to actually add it into your prompts. Okay. Question number two, I already added the website to our knowledge source, but sometimes it tells that the product is available when it's not, and vice versa. Sometimes it mixes up the prices and give it to the customers. So generally, like I think we mentioned earlier in this Q&A session, is that in terms of product availability, because our website and knowledge source is on a crawler basis, meaning that it will only be based on the time that it was crawled, whether the product is available or not. So maybe it could be referencing to the product availability when it was crawled rather than the current availability. So I think that could have been that. In terms of mixing up prices and giving it to customers, Wilson?
Okay, so I have a very simple explanation to this. Sandy, so basically, if you, for example, I'm pretty sure you've gone to websites like Shopee or eBay even or Amazon, stuff like that, right? When it comes to those websites, sometimes the prices are below somewhere, and sometimes the prices are up there somewhere. It's a bit hard to get the exact figure, and it might confuse AI a little bit. So taking a step back, I would recommend for all those prices, it's best if there's a table, right? If there's a table or any documentation with these kind of stock keeping kind of information. It is a little bit difficult because when it comes to website, it really just depends on how your website is designed, right? So there is that uncertainty when it comes to using websites to check all the stocks, check all the information and prices, so on and so forth. So I will recommend using a CSV, a table, because our AI does that very, very well right now, right? If you provide a price list, it can use that very well. Another thing is an advice as well is that when you write up the instruction for this, which I think you can definitely refer to our best practices, is that you can tell AI what to look for. For example, if it's about cars, right? And let's say you are looking for, and let's say your customer is looking for a Honda Civic or something like that, right? You can tell AI that, hey, if this customer is interested in the product, first look for the product name. Second, look for the product price. So AI can pay attention to exactly where to get these details in your knowledge. Okay, so first is what I mentioned just now is in terms of your knowledge source is best when it comes to all those price lists. It's best to have a like a nice document that even if you pass it to a human, is also easy to read. Website is still something you can do, but like I mentioned, a website has a little bit more uncertainty when it comes to price lists and stock availability, so on and so forth, because all those numbers could be anywhere within the website, right? And then the second part is just telling AI what to focus on, right? And that's when you can really drill down to product checking and availability. So yeah, there's another way to do this is when we release, if your website has some kind of availability APIs, when we release API calls for AI agent, that's when you can exactly call your product availability endpoint to get the prices, to get availabilities and whatnot. So yeah.
All right. Excited for API calls. All right, follow up from Angie's question just now. For example, sometimes the workflow doesn't trigger because the lead will message us and the workflow automatically stops. Can we only trigger the AI agent to come in once the workflow stops halfway?
The workflow is a trigger because the lead messages and the workflow automatically stops. Can we only trigger the AI agent to come in once the workflow stops halfway?
I think we need to clarify like what kind of workflow stops halfway. If you could let us know on that one, then I think we can definitely find out what this is about.
All right.
Yeah, do let us know.
Yeah.
Hayden, will AI agent conversations be charged based on WhatsApp fees?
No. So we use AI credits when it comes to AI agent responses. So it will not be an additional charge onto your WhatsApp fees. Yeah.
It's part of your plan.
Yes.
All right. Michelle, will the AI agent be enhanced to use templates one day in the near future for conversations within 24-hour windows?
So thanks, Michelle, for this question. We do actually have a candidate request for this, and we have heard some requests of this about how people actually would like this to make it happen. At the moment, no. In the near future, I'm not entirely sure. I cannot overpromise on this part. But I think one thing that we want to also be considerate is that giving the ability for AI agents to send WhatsApp templates without humans, I guess in this case, is that we want to avoid being spammy, and knowing WhatsApp Meta, banning is very easy, and you want to kind of avoid that as much as possible. So giving the ability can actually potentially increase the potential of you getting banned. So we're a bit careful when it comes to this ability to allow AI agents to send WhatsApp templates. But yeah, we do have a request for that. So feel free to vote that up and also share your use cases accordingly. Yeah, that'd be very helpful. Thank you, Michelle.
All right. Next question from Jayesh. How do I link my customer support agent and sales agent inside WhatsApp or Telegram? For example, I have Respond.io widget on my website with WhatsApp and Telegram. How can I set it up in a way that the sales and customer support queries are routed correctly?
How do I link my customer support API so that inside? Okay.
Oh, I need to see the full message.
Oh, the last part is just the support queries are routed correctly.
Correctly. How do you link? You want to go?
You want to take this? You did mention just now already about like having a reception, and then having that reception assigned to either sales or support, right? So that's exactly how we design our AI agent as well. So if you try out our platform, before, and then if you try to create an AI agent from a template, then that's exactly how we teach people, which is that the first AI agent, you can have 3 AI agents here. First AI agent is to talk to the customer first, figure out what's wrong if the customer wants sales or support, and then assign to either one. Right? Is it about this? I think it's about this, right?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. In terms of like, I guess the assignment, there is a setting. I'm not sure, but if this clarifies, let me just share my screen real quick. You can actually set up in terms of who is the default AI agent for all contacts or for unassigned contacts. So, for example, all contacts, you can assign this to a receptionist, and the receptionist will then route based on support or sales agent. So yeah, if you put all contacts, then generally all messages coming from WhatsApp or Telegram, it should all fall under the all contacts. Yeah, hope we got that right, actually.
All right. Next question from Gunaharsha. Can you explain about the workflow? We're not sure what workflow you're talking about.
Is it the AI workflow?
The AI workflow or the workflows module?
Yeah. Could you elaborate, Gunaharsha?
We have too many automation.
Okay, next question from Xavier. What happens when the user asks a question that is ambiguous or does not directly covered by the FAQ? Does the system attempt to clarify the intent, or does it immediately result in a fallback?
So this depends on how you set it up, right? So some companies you've seen that they actually allow up to 2 clarification questions, and by then usually they know the intent after that. Then they also have a fallback handling in terms of if they still don't know, then to escalate to a human agent or to support team or whatever. So right now, it is important that you would actually have that in your prompt in terms of best practice to always input in terms of what is the clarification sequence. If let's say it's 1 time, 2 times, or actually if there's a fallback handling as well to make it clear inside your prompt itself. But generally, if I'm not mistaken, Wilson, you can clarify if this is the case, but what is the default behavior of the AI agent?
The default right now is if it's unclear, then clarify, right? But there could be a lot of scenarios when it's unclear. For example, the product name could be unclear. The intent could be unclear. So our best practice is that we do have a default line, which is if the question is unclear or if anything is unclear, just clarify. But if a certain part of that question is also unclear, it's something you can definitely prompt or write up the instruction on your AI agent side, customize it. You can test it as well, especially on the left and right configuration that you saw just now with Test AI Agent. Then I'm pretty sure 100% it can cater to your use cases, because any kind of fallback is also possible. For example, if it's unclear, you want to assign to someone else, you want to update certain life cycle, you want to update certain contact fields, that's also possible.
All right.
So yeah.
Next question from Dasari. Can we add a tag to contact an AI agent and make the workflow based on the tag in an AI agent?
Wow, Dasari, perfect question. Can we add a tag to contact in AI agent? We do have a feature request on it, and we are working on it. Cannot want to spoil anything for you guys, but stay tuned. It's coming soon. Cannot promise. Investor, stay tuned. Just stay tuned, okay? How can we trigger workflow based on a tag by an AI agent? Well, we are. It will be released very, very soon, like within the week. Is that you can trigger workflows from AI agents as well. So if let's say the AI agent you want to trigger based on tag changes, then you can actually use the trigger workflow action within the AI agents shortly. Not yet, but very, very soon, like within the day, within the week. Okay, guys? So stay tuned for both of that, for the trigger workflow. Yeah.
All right. Next question from Tyre. Can an AI agent fill Google Sheets based on the customer responses?
Now, no. So there, at the moment, they won't be able to actually fill up any Google Sheets because they are limited to just contact fields at the moment. Yeah, Wilson, do you want to add anything to that?
But I replied this how to Tyre. I replied you this on the comments as well. So basically, it cannot directly. Like, it's not that AI agent has access to Google Sheet, but let's say you have a lot of contact fields, and all of them are filled up, or there's some kind of life cycle that you can use as well. Especially if all these contact fields are filled up, change life cycle, then that is your trigger, right? So you can definitely use our workflow modules as well, which is also another type of automation within the platform. That if all of these information are there, then call what we call a Google Sheet step, which is just integrate with your Google Sheet, update any kind of information, add any kind of information as well, and you can also do that within our platform. So yeah, but for this particular question of an AI agent accessing Google Sheets directly, not really yet, but there is a workaround with our platform. So yeah. I've shared that over as well. So
All right.
Yeah.
Next question from Muhammad. How would the AI agent respond when a customer sends a picture or voice note? Will it reply with a voice note as well? Most customers prefer receiving voice notes instead of long text messages.
Mohammed, thanks for your question. At the moment, it can understand pictures. It can, understand images and also voice notes. However, the replies will stay based on text. Yeah. So no voice notes at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah.
All right. Question from Sandy. Can AI initiate a shortcut?
A shortcut.
the shortcut is trigger workflow. Is it workflow?
I think that is.
Can you elaborate what kind of shortcut do you mean? Okay.
Well, if it's should be about workflow, right?
Yeah, about workflows. Generally, yeah, if you just wait for a little bit more, guys, like within this next couple of days, within the week, the AI will be able to initiate workflows.
Okay. Next, there is a reply on. Oh, okay. This is a wrong tag. Okay. Next question. Are there any cases of clients that you tried before for Respond.io for internal use? As I feel like now Respond is set to fulfill customer service, we are looking into opportunity to communicate within department for internal conversations regarding sales reporting, inventory checking, stock availability, delivery, and shipment schedule.
Set to fulfill. We are looking into opportunities to communicate within department for internal conversations. Internal conversations. You mean like conversations, like learning from those conversations?
No, I think here Lawrence is already using for customer service, right? Now he wants to use the internal team. So basically his team can ask the AI agent for information, for example, regarding sales reporting, inventory checking, stock availability, delivery, and shipment schedule. Let's say if those information are already in the knowledge source,
Yeah.
so separate AI
Yeah.
agent.
If those information are there, yeah, definitely you can use this. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, it's a general AI, right? So for internal use, if you have any kind of workflows, if you have any kind of things that you want to do for that AI, asking questions and whatnot, even for internal KBs, that's definitely something possible. Why? Is because on our AI agent, in any AI agent that you build, you can choose the knowledge source that this AI agent has access to. For example, if you have two AI agent, one is external facing, the second one is internal facing. For the internal one, you can only you can choose those knowledge sources that are applicable internally, right? And for the external facing one, which is talking to customers, you can also use knowledge sources that are applicable externally. So definitely, yeah, it just depends on your use case.
Yeah, we make sure that it's a separate AI agent and not the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel, can it reroute to human agent if the customer insisted?
Yes, Daniel, it can. So if the contact request is for human, it will definitely be able to route that to a human agent. If let's say there are specific teams or specific person you want it to be routed to, you can add that into your prompt, and that will also your AI agent can act accordingly.
All right. Next question from Yong Lee. What makes an AI conversation effective at turning interest into actual sales?
Ooh, that's a very tough question. I mean, it really depends on the actual sale that you want to make. But generally, what I can say, I think Wilson can add on later on. But I think what AI agents are really good is that it actually is able to ask questions, identify intent, and being able to feed the relevant information when it wants to, all around the clock, right, 24/7. So I think the ability to capture and respond whenever the contact responds, I think that is very, very effective in its own self. But of course, in terms of the information content is definitely a variable, something that you can control within your prompts and your knowledge sources. But I would say the availability in terms of getting the interest and being there for your customer, potential lead when it is reaching out to you, I think that's the most effective point when it comes to AI agents. But yeah, Wilson, feel free to add on.
Okay, so what makes an AI conversation effective at turning interest into actual sales? Yes, exactly what Nabila mentioned, but that also leads to one single word or two, actually, a single phrase, personalized conversation, right? So, for example, you have a lot of customers, right? Hundreds of thousands and even, millions, who knows? Every single customer is different, just like humans. Humans are are always different. One customer might be more picky when it comes to color. One customer might be budget conscious. The other one might be so on and so forth, right? AI not only is effective at turning interest into actual sales, it also helps you manage sales because you have so many leads coming in. And that's exactly what we saw with our customers, is that they can really talk to hundreds and thousands of customers in one day, right? And manage them, and at the same time give them a personalized experience, whatever they are interested in, the color, the price, the product line, so on and so forth, that helps them achieve or gets the product that they want. And I think that's the reason why AI is very effective right now at doing sales. Because at the end of the day, it's just about customer finding what they want, and AI can actually give that personalization to that customer. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a philosophical question. I think I can add on a bit. One thing is, of course, speed. What customer wants when they reach out to you, contact you, is usually one thing. They want reassurance, whether it's asking you a question or complaining about something they want you help with. So having an AI agent can reach so many people at the same time. If you have just one customer support person handling them all, speed is sacrificed. But with an AI agent, they can handle every one of them, and they can help the customer feel reassured, whether it's like answering a question about the product or helping them figure something out before rerouting to a human agent if it's like something very complex. So yeah, the key thing here is that the AI can provide the reassurance at a great speed. All right. Okay. Sandy has a question. Sometimes the follow-up message has the same content of the last outgoing message, which is sometimes annoy the customer, even though I edited the prompt in order to not repeat the same sentence, but still not going really well. Any advice?
The follow-up message has the same content as the last. Okay. Thanks for this question, because we did find this issue as well, and we're currently solving it. That it's a bit more repetitive when it comes to the follow-up message. So I understand. As long as you have the prompt in, Sandy, also do let me know. Oh, actually, never mind. But yeah, we're fixing this right now. Sorry about the annoying the customer stuff. But as long as you edited the prompt, we're fixing this right now. Yeah, stay tuned.
Okay. Another question from Jayesh. While providing knowledge sources like scribes or knowledge docs, Notion docs, can AI agent read from these links and provide information to the customer?
So I guess when it comes to documents, we recommend exporting it and uploading it as a knowledge source instead of providing the link of Scribe or Notion documents. Yeah.
Okay. Another question for Yongli. Can AI agents be integrated with CRM like HubSpot?
Oh, integrated with CRM. Like, oh, what do you mean by the integration?
What's your use case?
Yeah, what's your use case here, Yongli? Do you mean like updating your CRM fields, or like, yeah, I would probably need a bit more context in terms of how you envision this integration to work.
Yeah, because I think in the previous webinar we also have a similar question, but this person wants the AI agent to respond to customers on HubSpot itself, so HubSpot's own. Yeah, but that's a different use case that I don't think we can do. Yeah, but yeah, Yongli, if you can elaborate on what kind of use case you have, then we can answer them. Okay, can the AI send pictures in PDF catalog in the future? Why it's prohibited for now?
At the moment, no. We are looking into it. We do have a request as well on this, and we understand the need 100%. But yeah, at the moment, it's not possible. Yeah.
But we're looking into it.
Yeah, we're
Stay
looking
tuned.
into it.
There's also a feature request on this one. So
yeah.
Okay. Here's a reply for Yongli right after. Yes, update the CRM details, user details on the CRM, basically.
You want to take this one?
I think you can take this one.
Right now that's not possible. It's not possible yet. But it's definitely something we're looking into right now because as AI agent is only our AI agent is only 4 months old. Yeah, no, 3.5 months old. Yeah, 3.5 months old. So we are definitely considering some integrations with other CRMs, with other apps. I've also heard of I think we also talked about appointment bookings just now. So yes, we're considering all this, but I can say right now that's not possible. However, there are always workarounds, right? As I mentioned just now, we do have workflow. Our platform also has what we call a workflow module, which is a more deterministic kind of workflow instead of having an AI agent, right? So if you have an AI agent, and right now it also can, we just launched this one, but it also can trigger workflows. And CRM, for example, HubSpot has any kind of APIs that you want to update contact detail, you can definitely do that as well. But you will have to set up that workflow or that automation within the workflow module. We have something called workflow module on the left side. I think below AI agent, and AI agent can call that workflow to update those contact details. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah.
But it's something we're looking into automating with AI agent in the future.
Awesome. Okay, this is a good question. I need my AI agent to reply in English and Chinese. Do my knowledge sources need to be in both languages, or single language is fine? Is it accurate when translated?
Accuracy, I think Wilson can add into that, but generally you can just have one language. That's fine. But yeah.
Yes. So we did an improvement a few months back where we improved our knowledge source that even if it's in English, in Chinese, in Malay, Russian, any kind of language, and let's say the customer is responding in different languages, everything will work. Right now it will, because give you a bit of perspective, what we kind of improve on is basically the knowledge source. Instead of looking at the language, is more of looking at the meaning and context instead of like language to language. So yes, it will work, and it will work very well.
Okay. Next question. Not really a question, but Alex is thanking us for the increase in the
We heard so much. We heard so many people say that 5,000 is not enough. Then we doubled it, and it's still not enough.
Greedy.
I'll look into it. Really, it's not enough. It's like an essay.
Yeah, 10,000 is a lot, Alex. Right? What are you writing in there?
Anyway, let me know what's your use case. I'm really curious. If you want to put it in the comments, we'll definitely look into that. Maybe we can have a show of hands of whoever think that 10,000 is not enough.
Well, we can do a poll as well. But, but we still have questions to answer, and it's already way past the end time. So yeah. All right, how to calculate AI credits?
It's pretty high. However, we have seen people reaching it, and the reason why of how we design it is that we have looked at like the maximum number of like AI responses a contact might consume. So we design it in a way that a contact can really talk to a lot of AI. Talk to AI a lot, right? But understand as you grow bigger, with more contacts, you also need more AI credits. But that also means that you need more contacts in general. So if you're facing this issue, you can definitely talk to our sales or support team, and we will support you in terms of how AI credit works and understanding how to optimize your flow as well.
Yep, the support link is already on screen if you want to ask right away. Okay, next question for Hiawi. Any inbound or outbound calling features yet?
Wow, for AI agents, stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We cannot. I mean, we cannot give too much of a clear timeline here.
Cannot give
but
it away too much.
yes, but stay tuned.
Yeah, I like how Alex at the end of the comment, like most recent comment, he's saying, "Can you give us a sneak peek of what you're working on at the moment?" I mean, we cannot give it away, like give
Yeah.
everything away. But there's a lot coming up because definitely this we just launched like what 4.5 months ago, and there's a lot of people using it. And in terms of webinar, also like we have received a lot of participants. This is the first time I've seen almost close to 100 participants also. So stay tuned. You can always visit our what we have what we call like a canny or our release page or change log. But if you're already part of the platform, if you're already subscribed, then you will always receive the newsletter. You will always receive all the announcements of our most recent releases, because we just released something also while we're just talking, right?
Yeah.
We released what we call trigger workflow, because remember just now I was saying there's a workflow module and AI agent. Now AI agent can call any workflow in the workflow module, right? So that's something cool as well that we're constantly improving. So yeah.
All right. Next question: how will the AI engine respond to voice notes? We already answered that.
Yeah.
It will respond in text, not another voice note.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question for Java here: how do I explain AI agent to ask exact questions before giving a price? Oh, lead qualification.
How do I explain to an AI agent to ask exact questions before giving a price? So this is part of your prompts. Within the flow itself that you set up for your AI agents, you can specify step 1, greet, step 2, ask these questions. And then you can put the prices like step 3 or step 4. So you can set that up and specify what questions you want them to ask within the prompt itself, instructions. Yeah.
So the keyword here is just to be explicit.
Yeah. You can really specify, like even word out the exact question. If it's budget, maybe you can specify, ask them, hey, what is your budget? Yeah, you can even specify to that level.
I like to add into this because at the end, once you ask for these things, you can also ask AI to look for certain things within knowledge source as well. For example, I'm going to talk about cars again because I like cars. So let's say the customer has a budget of $100 or ringgit or pesos or whatever. And you can ask AI to look for cars within a certain range also from your knowledge source. That's also possible, right? But that instruction needs to be in your instruction. It needs to be explicit within your instruction. So yeah, as long as you have that in place, it's going to do it very well.
All right. Not a question, but Sandy is replying they have 100,000 plus products, so the file is going to be more than the allowed megabytes in the knowledge source.
I'm sorry, Sandy. I know it's a lot, but I mean, there's multiple ways to do it. And one way, like I mentioned in the comments, is that perhaps maybe there is, because our AI right now reads table very, very well, right? And if there's a way to export all these things or product into a file from your system, that would be great. Another way is if your app or whatever, your stock keeping app or something has any kind of APIs, that will work also, but in the future, because we don't have API calls yet. We're already working on it, so don't worry about it. But right now, all I can say is if you use a website, it's gonna be hard, because even for some humans, when they go into the website, they're also like, where's the price? How do I buy? That kind of thing. So there's only two ways to do this. It's either you have a table, export it, and then upload it, or API, which you can just it will be out soon.
All right. Next question. Está previsto atender llamadas telefónicas.
Oh wait, you know Spanish.
You know Spanish?
It's not exactly Spanish. I think it's Portuguese.
Oh, is it? Well, Nabila, you know Spanish, right?
Yeah, I don't think this is
basically is answering phone calls planned.
Is what?
Oh,
It's
answering phone calls.
Basically, are they asking is AI agent answering phone calls planned or coming?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Stay tuned. So, like we mentioned earlier, for inbound and also outbound calling, please stay tuned. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Coming
all.
soon.
Coming soon.
C. I know C. Okay, this question, this Angie, example, my workflows goes by steps, asking questions. So step 1, ask type of inquiry. Step 2, ask number of packs. Step 3, message to qualify details like date of event, duration, etc. But sometimes her step 2, when they don't see the number of packs, they will type in another number of packs and not click on the option stated, which automatically stops the workflow. So just know if at this point whether AI agent can step in after that.
I love this question. I really like this question. And two advice. One is instead of using workflows to ask these questions, I would say just use AI. But if you have a workflow like this already and you want AI to continue, for example, in step 2 and they didn't click it and they just drop off or something, but there's you can always have because in our ask question branch there is a way to configure what happened if it fails, right? So if it fails, you can always just pass it back to AI, assign it to AI, and AI can continue from there. Yes, this is definitely possible.
All right. Next question, Jayesh. In the future, or near future, would AI agent connect to MCP server so that we can connect apps to AI agent for synchronization?
I also love this question. Yeah, but there's a problem right now is that MCP is still not a lot of not every single app out there has MCP integration yet. Sometimes you also have to host your own MCP servers, right? So it's a bit hard for us to do this. That's why we are going with API integration first, right? It's definitely something that is already in our pipeline. If you go to our feature request, you also see that it is it's in progress. But basically API requests first. API requests is, MCP servers are basically API endpoints that AI can understand. But hopefully with API requests, it solves this issue as well, right? However, definitely MCPs when they become more of a norm, and let's say a lot of apps, you can also tell us what apps you want to integrate with. Let's say if they have their own MCP servers, then it's easier for us to also integrate on our side as well.
All right. Hopefully that answers your question, Jayesh. Next, from Muad. As someone in sales handling 100K SKUs across multiple categories and brands, how can I use Respond.io's new AI feature? Is it possible? Oof.
Yeah, there's a problem with 100,000+ SKUs. I will go back to the same thing just now, which is if you have a CSV table of it, or if you can documentize it, that will be better, because a website tends to have things left out. Again, same as a human, when they design the website or when they go to the website, they might not see the price, they might not see certain things. So I would still recommend a full-fledged table, because our AI agent reads table very, very well right now. And then the second step is when if there's an endpoint to get stocks, to check for recommended products, that will be best also when API request is out.
Yep. All right. Next, well, this is a statement. Alex asked for a peek.
So we do have a roadmap available in the Kenny board as well. So you kind of can have a glimpse generally, like what's in progress and what's like what we have planned. So you can keep in touch. Apart from voting for features, you can also have a glimpse of what we have planned in our roadmap. So yeah.
All right. Next, again, Java here. I need my AI agent to see available slots in the TI table and book an appointment. Any integration to Altegro CRM?
Altegro CRM. Generally, in terms of available slots and timetable and booking an appointment, right now AI agent is not able to, but we are planning to look into this. So stay tuned. Upvote the feature requests if you can. Altegro CRM, I mean, we are going to look into CRMs generally, but yes, feel free to also vote and request for Altegro CRM integration for us to look into it. Yeah.
All right.
Or if they have API endpoints, when API is out, you
Yeah.
can also integrate it. So,
Okay. Next question from Patrick. Hello, we are a dive center with 5 branches, and each branches has their own structure of schedules and the way they're doing the programs. but all programs are the same. It's just that each branch has their own schedule. Do you think it's better to upload knowledge sources per branch, or we can upload one file for all?
Do you want to take this?
Yeah, actually, you can, I think, recommend it to have different ones, different knowledge sources documents for each drive center, more because it's easier for upkeep and for you to reference to. And plus, it's easy for the AI to also extract based on that specific branch, right? So, although it's the same, but I advise to actually have different ones, and then, yeah, for upkeeping and also for AI agent references. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll add a bit. Is that when you can imagine if you have an employee, right, and that employee needs to know how many branches that you have first, right? So it just depends on how you instruct AI agent.
Yeah.
So for knowledge source, it's fine to keep it separate. It's fine to also combine everything, but like what Nabila said, is really about just housekeeping it, right? But at the end of the day, if you want AI agent to specify which branch, you can just tell AI agent how many branch, and 5 is not a lot. So you can just tell AI agent that there are 5 branches. When the customer is interested in a certain branch, use that branch to find out the branch information from knowledge source. Yeah, if you write that in the instruction, this will work very, very well.
All right.
Okay.
Next question from Dasari. Can we send reply button messages like we have available in WhatsApp and Facebook message through AI agents, so it will be interactive to users?
No, at the moment we do not support that.
Yeah.
But we understand that you want to make it interactive. But at the moment, no, we don't support the buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very straightforward text to text conversation for now. And there's a lot of interactions for WhatsApp. However, not just WhatsApp, it's also Telegram and email. So WhatsApp is our main channel. If you could let us know what your use cases are, especially the things that you want AI agent to kind of give more interactive conversation, do let us know as well, and we'll look into that.
All right. Next question, Huey. Is outbound calling has any strict regulations for Malaysia?
Well, generally, if I'm not mistaken, well, we don't support outbound or inbound calling with our AI agents. So here, this probably is referring to our voice calling capability.
Okay.
So you can refer that to our knowledge sources in terms of the specific requirements, help center, sorry, for our exact requirements when it comes to the inbound and outbound calling. But at the moment, we cannot answer anything when it comes to voice calling with regards to AI agent capability.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll talk to our support team. The button's right there. So.
Yes. Thanks, Huey.
Oh yeah. Is it
Yeah,
there?
it's just there. Yeah.
Mine is here.
there.
Yeah, mine is here.
Oh, mine is down there.
Yeah. Oh. Interesting.
Okay. Last question. How far off API endpoints are you?
Let me rush my teeth. I'm just kidding. I would say with it, I mean, I don't want to promise a timeline, but definitely you can always go to our feature request page and see stay up to date there. But I can say within Q1 2026.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully it's okay.
All right.
Yeah. Alex is too excited.
Yeah. Right. Thank you, Alex, for your enthusiasm.
Well, this is the last question, and I think we can do a quick poll about the character limit of the prompts. If you want.
People are leaving. It's 48 people now.
It's okay. But yeah, if all good, I can just launch a poll right now. I already have it ready.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Yeah. How much character is enough?
Okay.
How many characters is enough? Do you want to increase character limit for the AI agent prompt? Current is 10,000.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, where can I click no?
Oh wait, stop poll. Okay, now you can vote.
Where can I vote?
Oh, you can click on polls, Wilson.
Oh. You're the host. You cannot vote.
Oh crap! Is it 100%? It's because there's only one person voting, or what?
No, there's five people already.
Where is it?
No, 6.
Is it in CTA? No.
No, it's under polls just above CTA.
Yeah,
Just above CTA. Oh,
10 people.
Okay.
Seems like there's no one saying no, so that's a sign.
Yes, it's one.
Just one no.
Come on, you can do it. 7%.
I think that's already a sign. 7%. Okay, I think we can add.
Hold on. You know, fun fact. If you want to create, you know, in ChatGPT, if you want to create custom GPT, they from OpenAI themselves, they only allow 8,000, and we allow 10,000 and more with the action prompt. So,
there's one more question. Let's go back to the Q&A first.
All right.
Oh,
Since we are getting inquiries mainly on WhatsApp and customers prefer voice notes and images, can we expect future AI updates on Respond that will support these formats? So basically, reply in voice notes and images.
You mean
oh.
reply in voice notes and images, or process the voice notes and images from contact?
I think it's to send the
Back,
images
yeah,
and
right.
voice notes. Yeah. For images, stay tuned. We are looking into it. So just as you know, go to Kenny and also vote and also share any use cases there. For preferring voice notes, I think we can definitely look into it as well. We'll definitely just create a feature request there. So, yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully, stay tuned.
One more question. Will you have native missed call WhatsApp triggers soon?
We do, right, Wilson? So stay tuned. Just like so many, stay tuned. Sorry, Mark, but yeah, feel free to stay. Yeah, go on, Wilson.
Yeah, this is definitely something that we are considering, because we do have some web hooks for calls that we're considering. But thanks for letting us know this one. I think this is something that we'll definitely look into and see. Stay tuned. Same thing. Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
So yeah, but do let us know the use case, because
Yeah.
we're very use case driven kind of a company and platform. So if this use case is really something needed, do let us know, because we want to like really look at the full picture itself.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. I think that is all the questions. Let's see what's the end result of the poll. Okay.
So your questions here should be is 10,000 characters enough? And it's 79% yes.
All right, I'm gonna stop the poll. Oh, actually, there's one person voting.
No, 80-20.
Don't use the 80-20 rule, Wilson.
All right.
Okay, I think we can end the poll here. Thank you, everyone. It's been a really long webinar. Let's stop the poll. Okay.
It's a very fun webinar. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Oh, actually, one more question for Mark follow up. Let me see.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Currently developing Telnix and Make.com to do this without Respond directly. Hopefully it works.
No, you can use us. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
I get what you mean, because Telnix, yeah, we provide that
Yeah.
that endpoint as well. So yeah, hopefully. But yeah.
Okay, Alex asking about the prompt limit again. What's the technical limit?
More prompt length means, I mean, technically there's no limit. But at the end of the day, the longer the prompt is, the slower it might be. I mean, it's a inherent problem with AI itself. So the more prompt limit that you have, the more slower it might get. And it might also cause a lot of hallucinations, so on and so forth. I mean, there's just a few things to consider, right? So at the end of the day, we still try to optimize it, or at least try to optimize it with our customers as well. So if you have any problems with the prompts and not knowing, you know, how to optimize it and whatnot, you can always click this one.
All right. Okay, everyone saying thank you here, and thank you guys for attending this webinar. I think, yeah, we're well past 45 minutes past the end time. Hopefully we answer a lot of questions for you guys, and if you have any further questions, please reach out to our support team.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.